I am not. So watch my foot. You see my foot?
Yeah.
And Tony said he charged through fences and things like this. Pharaoh, guys, this is the horse we're working with right now. Stop. And he's got the wind on him there. Zoom in.
Whee!
I did with me having a broken collar. So do you think we could walk Henry through?
Well, I think so.
What with him doing this?
So guys, this is a really great video for a lot of people that have got horses that are quite uncontrollable, maybe big horses that are uncontrollable, maybe have been on box rest, which can drive horses insane. So yeah, it's a great video for this. You need to know that I was at Joe and Gordon's for about 8 hours, guys. So obviously these videos, apparently Facebook and YouTube now, James was telling me they prefer smaller videos. Mine are notoriously long videos. So I'm trying to get this to within the hour, all told. So I'll do my best. So I'll put everything in that people need to see to try and learn from. If anything goes astray, that goes in there. I don't like to hold anything back if I can. Now I know what box rest can do to horses because Nita, my own horse that I've owned, she's what, 20 now. I've owned, well, I've been involved with her. I started her at 6 years of age and she's been with me kind of since then. Now I just mentioned box rest for Nita. People won't know this, but some years ago, that's a sesamoid. And there's a little break in the sesamoid there. Nita was on forced box rest for months, guys, for months, and it was not good. I mean, to be honest, her character changed. We didn't know if we'd be able to, ride her again, but fortunately she came through it. The box rest worked. It was a long process, but even my own horse Nita became pretty unmanageable for a lot of people because of the box rest. And fortunately now she got over it. We brought her back slowly into work. Now she's ridden again. She got very depressed being not ridden. She's a part of the family again. She does my demos, and is okay now. So other than the fact that people wouldn't know this, but she is a little bit stiff on that. No pain involved for her, but she's very, very, very slightly, impaired with it, which I'm always aware of, and we're real gentle what we do. We wouldn't, slide in, stop her or anything like that. So, okay, yeah, box rest can be lethal for horses and people because they're caged up, what would be for us a telephone box, for months. So you can understand where all the problems with Pharaoh being such a highly bred athlete of a horse, really, that was always doing something. A lot of people ask us where we are on our travels. I'll very quickly show you. That's where we are, islands here. We're in Pembrokeshire, and we basically travelled all the way up the coast, past Swansea, Cardiff, Bristol, and we went all the way over the country to around Peterborough, sort of this area here. That's where we are. So also I'd like you to know Joe and Gordon, the people who own this horse called Pharaoh, amazing, majestic horse. They put a lot of effort into looking after two horses. There's a 30-year-old or 31-year-old horse, and Pharaoh's 21. That's the one that I've gone to try and help. Now, those two horses have done so much for the family over the years that they've now committed themselves to, whereas a lot of people would maybe have them euthanized or things like that, they would not even dream of that. So even though they're retired, financially they take quite a drain, they're going nowhere. So I admire them for that, and they'll be there forever. That's a dedication that Joe has took on, and a big part of her day is looking after the horses. And because the horse can't be led out at the moment, they invest in a horse walker right outside the stables, guys. So at least, I mean, they're expensive, these horse walkers. Brand new ones put in there, just for Pharaoh. So amazing. What else here? So that's it. Yeah, I won't have to put in much. Some will say great, because it's quite self-explanatory, this video. And yeah, I'll crack straight on with it now.
So you've had your breakfast?
Yeah, we've fed and watered.
Oh, I'm so full.
So what's this horse? This horse, you told me, is a big warm blood.
Yeah.
And it's been they're quite horsey, these people. They've never had a horse be so difficult.
Yeah, barges out of the stable, barges, I think, when they try and leave it out. It
sounds pretty dangerous.
It goes through anything or everything, she said.
Yeah.
Not the door off. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Well, wish me luck, Tanya.
Oh wow, look at that. That is pretty cool, isn't it?
There's loads. Oh, look at that.
Oh my God. Oh, that's a pub. The Crown Inn.
I reckon that's something to do with planning. Whoa. Yeah, that must be a planning thing, wasn't it? Peterborough.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Oh God. Good job we bought the truck.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, look at the poppies. I love poppies.
Can you grab one?
No.
Oh, look at all the paddock. I've got a feeling that was once full of horses. Do you, Tam?
Yeah.
There's a school down the bottom there.
That's what we need, electric gates.
We do need electric gates, Tam. That would be so much
Anybody
easier.
do electric gates? Please get in touch.
we
We do need some.
Right, okay. Put it down. So we've arrived now. The lovely Jo we just met. She's
Hello,
lovely. Now,
Her husband's on
we've just
tea
come
duty.
down. We've just come down the drive, and you can tell this has been a hive of activity with horses. Okay, there's only 2 here now.
Yes,
Two
that's
here
right.
now. Your daughter, we've just been told, is what she's.
She's a Great Britain modern pentathlete.
Yeah.
She's training full-time in Bath, and riding and pony club was how she got into
But it's
the
called the modern.
pentathlon.
And would I be right in saying she's extremely fit?
Very
fit.
She has 5
Okay.
things to train in every day.
Wow.
So maybe you could just tell us briefly what,
Yes.
how
How it
I
happened.
can, and how I can
Okay.
hopefully help a little bit today.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've had Pharaoh 10 years.
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh.
is his name.
Pharaoh.
And he was my daughter's horse that she evented, did dressage, show jumping, and triathlon with.
Have we got any photos of that?
We've got lots of photos.
Oh, Pharaoh.
of Pharaoh.
Right,
We have.
lovely. This is wonderful.
And he is very much part of the family. He's 21 now, and
21.
he's 21
okay.
now, and
Same age as my horse, Nita.
yeah,
I suppose,
exactly.
yeah.
Sadly, he had some tendon issues, which resulted in his career ending, but that coincided with Jessica going off to university. So Mum was left holding the reins.
Yeah, we know what that's like.
Yes. Sadly, 2 or 3 of the injuries that he had resulted in box rest, which is always a bit of a problem. And then the issues with turnout started after the box rest, which was understandable because he was very keen to get out. But they then...
What periods of time was the box rest?
The box rest was, he's had about...
Month?
He had to have 3-4 months.
In the box, guys. That's a necessity, but yeah.
we were able to walk him in hand, which we duly did.
Okay.
And he was quite good at being walked in hand, so he gradually got better, and then the turnout was the problem. He was obviously very keen to go out, and that escalated to this extent that every time he opened the door of the stable and he thought he was going out, he just went. The girl that was working...
Push you out the way.
Yeah, he just went, and that coincided with me having a broken collarbone, and the girl I had working for me couldn't manage him. The only way she could manage him was to put the lead rope through the noseband of the head collar, and when he went, she let him go.
Right.
And bearing in mind it's 40 metres to the field, he'd galloped straight out here, around the corner and into the field. He was turned out, but it wasn't the ideal
And
way.
he kind of, and Tanya said he charged through fences and things like this.
Is
there 2 horses here or 1? I was thinking because if he's on his own, he's extremely quiet. So there's another one.
Yeah, there's Henry, who's 30.
And still a beautiful brush tail.
Hello,
Charlotte would be very
He has had 2 lots of
approving.
surgeries in his
Really? Has he?
Hello, little boy.
Hello, mate. Dirty. And what was his
He was
thing?
Jessica's second pony. He
Jumping and things like that.
He won novice eventing.
Novice eventing you won?
Pony club, yes. And he did tetrathlons with Jessica. Is a cross-country ride, so they do a full-up cross-country
do
course,
they?
and then they run, shoot, and swim.
Yeah, wow.
And in pentathlon they had the
I'd love to
fencing.
have done that.
It was absolutely brilliant.
I love shooting.
Yeah.
Can you tell you, I absolutely love shooting. Used to do a lot of running.
Yeah.
Love the riding.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Swimming.
Swimming. Yeah, I can swim.
But you just don't like get cold water.
No, I can't walk.
No, they're usually indoor pools.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're pretty much.
The other thing that we have a lovely school.
Yes, I
up there.
noticed that on the way down.
That
My eyes are
is-
scanners when I
Yeah.
shoot.
It's a little bit further.
So you have a
But
walker.
we have a walk, which we got purely for Pharaoh.
For Pharaoh.
Yes. Yes. Unfortunately, it's concrete. Although that's.
So with that shirt, he's not going to bash through the gate if I try and do
If
some...
I get him out here, that gate shut.
Is no trouble?
Anything at all.
Really? Okay. Well, we'll start here though. I want to do... You probably wouldn't have had much groundwork done as I did.
My opinion,
Yes.
for what it's worth, is that he doesn't respect the human as the number
There's no
one.
space.
There's
There's
no,
no-
I
Bubble.
have no personal space at all with him. When he panics, he puts his head up in the air, he goes rigid, he does his stallion snort, and I haven't got much hope.
He's not a stallion though, is he?
No. He does that. When he thinks
Okay.
it's very scary and he
Okay, well let's meet Pharaoh then. I'm going to get my halter.
Hello. Oh, you're very handsome, aren't you?
Joe.
Yes,
I may have to firm up a little bit with him.
that's fine.
Yeah, you know I can't hurt him. He's way too big for himself.
Can I just go and get my pop out of the car? I'm so thirsty.
Yes. Yeah.
That bacon.
Hello, matey patey. Hello, mate. Hello, mate. You thinking I'm a vet?
No,
or a
he
phony?
says-
What are you thinking I am?
No, he said I've heard about you. I'm in trouble now.
You haven't watched the
Oh,
videos then.
mate. Right then, so this is a slide
Oh,
one
yeah.
with some bar that you. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So, hello, mate. Hello, mate. Hello, mate. So we put.
Routine at the moment is that he goes on the walk. He's been on the walker for 3/4 of an hour this morning while I'm up out and doing.
So when was the last time he was enjoying a field?
It would have been 18 months ago.
So 18 months ago he was in a field.
He
sorry.
He just bit me.
that
But
is-
it wasn't a bite, it was a nip. Yeah,
I
go on.
confess,
Go on.
when I put a head collar on
Yeah,
and take a head collar off
yeah.
to get his head down, he has a treat.
Okay.
And I
Right.
know that is the only time he has
Well,
a treat.
Well, you know, look, when I leave town, you do what you want.
No,
Okay?
but I shouldn't. I know.
I shouldn't. That if you want any respect at all from
Don't
him,
hand feed. I know.
I would never, from this day forward, ever
Okay.
do it.
Okay, I can
You
do
know, we
that.
give licks, but we make two. They step back. He's going to have no respect for you at all if you give him treats. I mean,
Okay.
you missed that then, Tanya, with the
didn't.
phone call. He just bit. You know, I was just talking to Joe and he bit me.
Mm.
Okay, so I backed him up. Joe said, "This is the reason." That's
It's
very
my fault.
honest of
No,
you,
it's
Joe.
my fault. I know it is.
Very honest. When Joe puts the head colour on, she uses a treat.
I think we're in a flight path.
So
Are we in a flight path?
Yeah, we've got witchery.
So
Yeah.
basically, so just quickly, I'm not going to go overdo it, but if you let him come and take your feed, because that's what it is in his mind, he's taking feed from your person.
And he's number
some
one.
horses, he's not a horse for that if he's barging you. So he cannot trust you, because if you let him take your feed, it doesn't work like that in their language. An alpha horse, which you have to be, and respected, would kick the living daylights out of another horse that comes to take his feed. So I wouldn't do it.
No.
If you want to help yourself. So what happened is then, Tanya, he bit me a little bit, caught me off guard, and I bumped him back straight away. So I'm going to just now see whether I can get his hindquarters, just get his motor a little bit. So that, you disengage there, so that's okay. I'm going to disengage him around this way, because I need to control to a certain extent his hindquarters. Stop. He's thinking, ooh, this is a little different. Mate. So I'm going to just lower his head a little bit here. Have you ever done anything like this with him, lowering his head?
I tried.
Tried, okay. Didn't work too well. Oh, right, okay, so I'm going to put a bit of pressure here. I don't want to hopefully be able to do this out there, if I can, if I don't get dragged over one of the field fences, but do not stop filming, Tanya.
I won't. I do enjoy a bit of grass skiing.
Is he quite well bred, this horse? Yeah. Okay. So they learn.
It's by Pharaoh, who's a
Really? I'm
dressage
feeling it, because I've asked him twice and he's started. Now, switched on horses, no horse knows what's right or wrong in the human world. They don't know it. Only what feels comfortable, what feels right to them is the right answer. So we have to make our right their right. He has very quickly worked out his right is to just completely get himself over there, isn't it? Regardless, that's what works for him. So it's as easy for them to learn wrong as it is right. So let's, there. So you see how my timing was bang on there. So tell him how good he is. I was a little bit more graceful than with my movement. Horses, the reason we call them well bred is because their offspring have done so well, so that they throw their brains and their capacity to learn and put up certain training, which means that's why he's got the brain there, and I'm even thinking it now, and he's going down. Okay, so I think I'm going to get that kind of done. He's saying this is different. See how quick he's learnt this? So I'm just showing him here I'm a good guy. He wouldn't know if I'm a good guy or not, so he could be a little bit more fight to protect himself. So I'm just showing him in here that I can control his hindquarters and I can be soft with him. Now I'm going to ask him to back up a step. I'm going to tut, and I've just let him go there because I have just the second bump there. You see here how he backed up a little bit? He's blown out there. He said, okay, I'm kind of getting you. I could use other methods to back him up, but I found when I go out and I'm limited for time, that was a step to, just one step, that foot there, kid.
Unrequested forward movement, yes.
Yes, but I can back these horses up in probably a better way, a more fitting way for most people. But I've found that when I'm limited for time, when I'm like we're in Walsall tomorrow and we're all over the place, I have to get, and I find by me bumping them back, I quick step to the next stage, else a session wouldn't be enough. So that's why. But there's ways of doing it. Some people wiggle ropes, some people tap a stick on here, some people use a flag. There's all sorts of ways. But I find the reason I say this, a lot of people will say, "Oh, you shouldn't bump on a head." There's a reason why I'm doing it, to try and save your bacon and your horses. I'm short tracking, so I bump. Okay. When I'm at home, I don't.
Okay.
Okay, just to let you know. So, okay, so I'm quite happy with that at the moment. Yeah. Yes, they will. Stop, he needs to stop, okay? So he'll have a bit of a shock. So I need him to just back off me. I haven't got angry with him. Foot back now. Right?
Good.
You see me set my foot back?
Yes.
Now, that kind of worked out for him there because he hasn't had to have that.
Yeah.
So he has to know that's probably a better decision to stop when I stop. The days for now of you doing this is gone.
Yeah.
Because it will all, you won't know, but he'll move you. The second he does, 3 or 4 times of moving you and you didn't know.
He's won.
Well, he hasn't won. He's
in charge.
Well, yes, he's moved you. We have to move them. They never move us.
Yeah.
Right. Right, okay, this is coming now. So watch my foot. You see my foot?
Yeah.
Drop back. They don't miss that. So I'll recognise that. Tell him how good he is. I want his attention. Because I would say his attention wanders.
Yes.
So where usually it's the ear.
I'll come a bit
nose,
closer because
then
it's
the
the
toes.
plane coming.
Yeah. So we want to try and keep his attention.
Yes.
Yeah. No death grip. What's my foot?
Oh, good boy.
You see that? One foot, that was unrequested. I'm going to bump here, and then I haven't once looked at him to make it personal. Yeah, I haven't looked at him as in.
No, okay.
Yeah, we're going to be matter of fact, and if we feel any emotion, which we do, I always say to people, I mean, yesterday's was the same. She was lovely, the girl. She said, I'm so worried about my kids. And she said, I do get across. I said, try and get cross and smile, and she couldn't do it. So what I say to people, if you get emotional and cross, don't shout, just look at the feet and smile. Because
Okay.
if you get personal with him, there's going to be a battle.
And I'm not
You
going to
know?
win.
Yeah, you won't win. No. You won't win. Right, so now there's going to go. Yes. Yes. And this way. Now I'm going to back him up properly now. Beauty. Look at that back up. Now he's yielding. Stay with me. Stay with me. Right, now I'm going to take his hindquarters. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm gone because his hindquarters went. Stop. Back up 2 paces. 1, 2. Beautiful. Now, this hindquarters. Yes. Come this way. Stop. Back up 3. 1, 2, 3. Good man. Stay with me. Making sense? You'll see the video.
Yes, it's making sense. The really interesting thing is the staying with you bit, because when he wanders off, that's when he loses and I lose him.
It's like, yes. Do I try and, but you're going to have to practice this
Yes,
in
I know.
here for days before you.
Yes.
You know, you've got to get this good. And the videos will help you, honestly.
Because I can watch them back and see.
So what's in so far?
Amazing.
He's looking better, isn't
with
he?
you. He's with you, and he's
with me.
focused. He's
Yeah.
not looking for an escape route.
Okay. Now this,
Oh.
you might have to get out of the way if you get upset.
Yeah.
Now with this now, I am not involved with him. All right. Look, I am not. It's important I bring him up. I've got to bring him up to know what
He needs to do.
But I'm not looking at him, so he needs to cope with this. I need this to be a tool for him. But first of all, he's got to know that he doesn't. First of all, he's got to know that if I don't look at him or involve him, that it doesn't matter. So we'll keep this going now till he's okay with it.
He is.
Stallion.
He is. He's doing his stallion
This is
impression
what
now.
he does.
He's
He, quite rightly, he's not sure what this is. He's not sure I am. What's this now? But him moving around isn't going to do it. This will only go away when he accepts it.
Okay.
Yeah. Getting warm. Getting warm. Right, did you see him loosen his mouth up then a little bit? Okay.
Yeah, he's
So
chewing a bit.
he'll slowly start to realise that this, at first, it was a threat to him. He can't help himself. The way their brains work, it's an innate response. Like if I hit a toffee hammer on your knee and it goes like that,
Yeah.
that's an impulse. So they can't help being frightened. He wasn't sure. He's probably never seen it.
No.
So he thought that might hurt me. He couldn't help getting like that. The only way he starts to think that might not be a threat is seeing it a million times. That picture in his brain slowly becomes not so threatening, which is what we call desensitization. And that's all it is. So we can get your horses used to most things by just keeping the stimulus going till they start to accept it. So a little bit more noisy, and you see how now I'm hitting the ground?
Yeah.
So that was a new thing, so he's got to know. So keep this going, then I'll go, no, I lost him for a minute there. I just said, stay with me. So I feel like within a minute, he's starting to think. Now, tomorrow could be like starting all over again. You have to keep doing these things. I'm not going to be asking you to do this, don't worry.
Okay.
You won't be doing this. I need to do this for you, but this could be too much for you
Yeah.
at this stage. It could run over you or pull away. So, I'm quite happy with that. Now I'm going to go forward, stop, back him up. He now has to realise he has the power to get rid of this
Stop
flag.
it, yeah.
Now I know that he knows that maybe it's not going to kill him. This is going to have a connection to his feet, a connection to our space, okay? But he needs to know he can get rid of it. And the way he gets rid of it, he does the right thing with his feet. By getting rid of it, I mean going from that to that.
Okay.
When he does something with his feet, I'm taking this off because this is getting warm now, Tanya, isn't it?
I'm fine at the moment.
All right, stay with me.
Do you want me to take it?
Yeah, if you can. There you go. Right, so. Okay. So, I'll try him now. That's a break. And very quickly, we'll just say he's starting, the picture and sound of this now is starting to not be so threatening to him. So he's very, very, very part of the way into being desensitized to a flag in front of him. Okay? So it's all different stages. My horses get real used to a flag on top of them wherever it is, and they know it's connected. When I go from neutral, remember all the time I've been in what's called neutral. That's down, neutral, haven't been doing a lot. Now I want him to go foot forward. Okay? So now I've gone from neutral. Now, so you see he went forward then?
Yes.
Okay? He went forward. He got rid of the flag by going forward. Stop. He managed to get rid of that. He won't realise that yet, but pretty soon he'll know this connects to his feet. Okay? So now, neutral. No, I'm not. Now he's got rid of the flag. And I wish this had been explained to me the same when I was younger learning. I'm explaining it in a way that I knew I needed explaining to me. Neutral. Now, go. Thank you. Stop. Back up. Thank you. Tell him how good he is. Just a touch upset with it. So, can you go this way? Yes, you can. Good boy. And he's given me a little bit of space there.
Yeah.
Lovely. Go. Stop. Back up. Back up. Now it's gone. Stay with me. Now on neutral, go this way. Now it's gone. So you see this building, pretty soon you could have them back up a little bit, back up. Now, I am deliberately bringing him up in here. This is deliberate.
To make him, yeah.
Because it's no good him coming up inappropriately and me not knowing what I'm dealing with. So I am deliberately knowing what the explosion could be.
Yes.
So, but I need him to come up, know that I can control him during his up, which is probably not had anyone do.
No, he hasn't. That's exactly what he hasn't had.
Yes.
When he goes up, everyone else gets out of the way.
So now he's starting to realise this might have a
You might. I'm having trouble at the moment. Just
with the flap.
it'll go in a minute.
Okay, stay with me. Right, neutral. Now I'm active. So you see how this flag, in relatively minutes, is becoming a form of meaningful
It means something, yeah.
communication. Go out there. Now it's gone. He's getting it. Stop. Back up, thank you. Now that is the best. I just looked at his feet there. Now we're going to let him know. He's going to have a chill out now. He needs to know for 5 minutes now that I recognise that he's doing the right thing, that I'm not going to harm him. Kick through, and I'm going to stop him on the way. Now I'm going to back him up too, and I'm walking again, not too close. I'm keeping my distance. So I'm going to stop him again. Perfect. Now I'm going to send him in. Tell him how good he is. He's gonna. That was a lot for him to cope with in that short half an hour. Then, so he needs to come down now. We then go out. We do very similar, and then I'm gonna go and see what we've got. Okay. Okay. And this is all going really well at the moment. So the only way this will come off is him working with me with that cue. Now I'm going to take this off, see whether I can get him to there. That's where it comes off. When he's helping me.
Whoa.
When he's helping me. That was
There's
the
a
rope.
snake in there.
That was the rope. But it just shows you 21 or not, they can really move, can't they?
Yeah.
Right, so that was absolutely brilliant. He can digest now. So we're just going to have a look now and formulate a plan. I'm going to do another session in a minute. After the importance is advance and retreat. We've all heard that in horsemanship over the ages, advance and retreat. So his blood came up, you know, and he started to come down. And it's important for me, for them to just now regulate their heartbeats, because it's going to come up again in a bit, but the more he comes up and down from me and these new experiences, the better. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to come out here. I am going to send him through here, and because I want to try and make this area a controlled area. It has to be. I'm just going to go full on, and so I need to kind of get him. He can't go far if we. He can't go far.
No, the gate. Theoretically, all the gates are shut. Yeah.
So he can't go far. No. Right. So I control this area.
And if that gate is open, you will go through that. But if he's not going to get away, so that's fine.
But if he does, we come back and I do it more until he doesn't. He's got to realise that's not going to work. So here, then.
Oh yeah, we had to do that job the other day.
We then take him in here. I might take him in here if I can keep his head up, and then do a little bit in here with him.
Yes.
Okay. What's he like to catch?
Historically, not very good.
He's not very good.
No.
Okay. So in here,
No.
and can't you understand it if he's been in there?
Well, this is. I think that's the thing, because he's not. When he does go out, he
He
doesn't
will
want to come
say,
in.
"Wouldn't you?"
Yeah.
He'll say, "This is heaven. No, I'm not coming in." Yes. Okay. So down from the house, through the gates, and there's a sand school up there. Note here, he's been in there 18 months, quite rightly for the way he is, and all the box rest and all the things. He's not used to. His receptors in his eyes will be going mad, because remember, that's all they do is try for their safety. What is here?
Yeah.
So what I think is important for you, yes, I'll take him in the school and play around in there a bit. You've minimised, whereas really, if we can, we overdo something, which is the desensitization, which is, in a way, it's flooding. Flooding, a lot of people will know what. Do you know what flooding means? Flooding is what I use a lot, but you can only really use flooding if you go through the storm that the flooding causes. Else it gets worse. So don't try flooding at home. Maybe you did the right thing to keep you're still walking okay. Everything's okay, touch wood.
Yes.
A lot of people try flooding that don't come out of it well. So you've got to know you can get it. But the best thing for me is to flood issues till they realise they become desensitized, and that picture now is not going to hurt them. So that's what I did with the flag. I flooded with the flag and he was getting chilled out with that flag in the end.
Yeah.
In not too much time, because he had to work out how to get rid of the flag. When he calmed and he loosened his mouth, licked and chewed, the flag went away. When he moved forward with the flag went away.
He's going to look
he's
going to look at that and think,
I just
oh,
said to
lovely, a
Joe-
lovely jump.
I just said to Joe, "Oh, that'll be fine now." Joe said, "No, he'll jump that."
I'm just gonna. My daughter sent me this.
Oh wow.
That's him. Oh yes. Now look at
Oh,
that. Tom. Oh, you might.
Hasn't done it for a while.
To go and have a nice break, cup of tea, cakes, and lots of things, and we'll be showing some pictures of Pharaoh and other horses and her daughter. This is when. What was your daughter's name? Jessica. That's when she won.
Is this Pharaoh?
No,
that's not
Joe's
Pharaoh.
going to look for a picture of Pharaoh if she can. That's at Burnley.
Burley.
Burley.
Oh, hello.
Awesome.
That's Pharaoh.
So these are Pharaoh, guys. This is the horse we're working with right now.
Wow.
And look at the jumps. Look at that. Wow. Amazing. Out. Look.
Stop.
I'm going to back up. and I'm going to come out and back up. So I'm going to try and say, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to come out, stop, back up, thank you. I'm going to ask him to go out here, disengage him, back him up. Back him up. A little bit more thrust now. Thank you. Come back in. So what I'm doing, I'm transferring. So it's no different here to here. Okay? So, coming out. Stop. Beautiful. That was so much better than I thought it would be. And he's relaxing. Stay with me. You see? Stay with me. Okay. Quite happy with that. I'm going to disengage his hindquarters. I'm going to walk forward. Stop. Back up. Thank you. Stay with me. Stay with me. Thank you. Okay. Now we're going to go to this part here. Thank you. Good boy. No. Stay with me.
Is it that on his neck? See that piece on his neck? It's gone. Might think it's a fly or something.
Good boy.
Is it still on his on the other side? On the other side.
Now every time he's coming into my space, I'm bumping him.
Yes.
He's one of these horses that pretends there's stuff on him.
But
Do you
this is,
agree?
he looks for an excuse.
Yes.
I mean, he does hate flies, and there probably is
Yeah,
a fly about,
yeah.
but he looks for excuses to.
So I'm telling, look, I'm so, look, do you see that?
Yeah.
Unrequested?
Yeah.
He's got to know. Okay, so that's good. So now we'll walk up here. Stop. How do you think he's doing?
Amazing.
I'm feeling like he's wonderful.
I know.
I haven't got a
I'm
death
well
grip, look.
chuffed. He has a
Stop.
Yeah, I know. I'm really pleased with him.
That's really licked and chewed. Quite happy. Respectful. Really good. Okay, so here we go then. I know it's hard to believe, guys, but this is the first time in 2 years that Pharaoh has gone through that gate and into the field. Always run off. In fact, before you even get to the gate, he's run off with grooms, and it was pretty much impossible. So I was so pleased with that, and so was Joe. First time, and he was great, wasn't he? But you'll see more as we go on there.
I knew you'd say that.
Back up. So now, what a prancer, isn't he? Huh? What a prancer. Right, now. did down there,
With the fab.
we have, what a mistake a lot of people make is they don't transfer.
What you did down there.
So they'll do the mounting block, beautiful in an enclosed part of a yard. It's all set up. Go out for a proper ride. Everything's sweaty. They need to get up on a, you know, on a gate somewhere, and it hasn't transferred. We have to transfer to different scenarios.
Yeah.
So now, if I get this going, remember how terrified he was?
Down there, yeah.
That shows a good equine brain because, okay, I was hoping it'd be a little bit more.
He's looking at it.
He's looking at it, but he's not. The blowing's not the same.
No.
He's not. That now is not as much of a live threat as it was.
Yeah.
Right. So I will see if now neutral. Now it has to mean feet forward. There. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. Stop. That's go. Okay. So. I was so wanting that to happen because probably pretty much every other time he's done that, he would get away from you.
He would have got, yeah.
Yeah, so I want to try and get, hopefully he'll do that a few times, but he doesn't get away. That's not the answer. Fleeing is not the answer. Yes, you can get rid of the flag. Look at that beautiful prance. I don't read when I hopefully will get that relaxed walk. So I'm waiting for it. That's the release. Stop.
So that was when the flag came away. Yeah, you stopped.
I don't want it to be, you know, I want this to be information.
Yeah.
That if one day it's windy and you've got him all over you, you get him off you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got to have something to get him off you.
Yeah.
To give you confidence.
Yes.
Now I'm driving. Now we'll lead. This is exactly what they do in the wild. The stallions, the mares, they either follow
Or they
or
drive.
they're pushed.
Yeah.
Now we're leading. Pity I wasn't here like Linda and Danny, because a week of this would be great for him. But now I'm driving him. Now we're leading. This is a huge stimulation for him, you know.
I am.
So stimulating for him because he hasn't done anything, has he?
He hasn't been up here. I mean, the flag. Normally, that would have completely blown his mind.
Huh?
The flag on its own would normally have completely
Back up.
made him lose the
Back
plot.
up. Come on, back up. Thank you.
Joe said if you stay a week, she'll do a deal on the truck.
Yes.
Dad,
Yeah.
Gordon's just gone to get a bit of fly spray.
Okay.
Maybe that'll help.
Yeah. Leading. Driving. Good. Boy. Now, lead. Change his life with you. This is what I'm doing now. Yeah. They bite through you, bloody.
I know,
they're
I know.
terrible.
I mean, I think it's the trees.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Good boy. What a good lad. What a majestic horse. Look at him.
I love it when he
Really majestic, club.
Oh.
Stop. Beautiful. Right. We're going to go back now.
Yeah. He hasn't been down here for 2 years. That was
Back through. Boy. Not grass yet. I'm moving his feet. Boy. Back up 2 paces. 1, 2. Good boy. Good boy. Right then. Right, just leave him for a minute and we'll set up. Okay, so we just had a little break now over dinner. We've had a lovely chat, haven't we? We've all been laughing. Honestly, it's a great little break. So what we've discussed here, I'm pretty sure things are going to go okay now. We're going to do a little bit more lead. I'm not going to do too much groundwork now because I want to see where he is, let's see how his mind is. I'm going to bring him out and I'm going to take him in and out the paddocks. I think on some days, especially when it's colder, windy, apparently when it's very windy, he can be really on edge. And piaffing is a normal thing for him then. So look guys, what I've come up with is, this is my idea, is to put on where the stables are in there, a little fence here. It's not very far, so it shouldn't be too costly. A little fence with a gate, a little bit of fencing up to the paddock, there, and then from the gate just across to the wall, a nice little, I'd even do 3 so it looks nice, you know, so do it the same. So basically guys, it's just a little area here where we can just then use our little flag, let him out the stable, and then just use like herding and just ask him to come up here, and then he can only go in there, and then he can go, he can be out, enjoy being out, and then the same thing, if he's a little bit lively bringing in, just go back around him, he'll come in here and then straight into his stable. And I think that's the way then of his life being. There's one factor we have got to be careful of, is tendon injury, but it's a risk that I would take. So some days guys, if he's a little bit uncontrollable and could do some injury, I think then you do that. Do you agree? I think that's a way forward if need be. So we're going to see what it's like now.
Absolutely.
Really pleased with that.
Yeah.
But those breaks are what do it, you see. A lot of people don't advance and retreat enough. Lots of breaks.
As in the.
But you can only break it when he gives trial.
As in us having a cup of tea.
No.
Well, only, but sometimes I've had to go for 3 hours to get a break.
Good point.
Yes, that's the key.
Yeah.
But he kept giving, see? He kept
Good
giving.
boy.
Right, first thing I want you to do.
Yep.
Now he might go to nibble you.
Yeah.
Because you give him hand treats.
Yeah.
Just don't hit him, but just bump down on this or something. Okay, so see whether you can lower his head. So you're going to hold here, but you've got to release as soon as he drops. Release. Okay, a bit lower. Release. Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Don't look in his eyes too much. Yes. Now get back up, but always let that go. You don't want any pressure. You see on that. You get the pressure on then.
Yes.
And people need to learn from that you don't. You've got to release it. So again, a little bit of pressure, release the minute it goes. Yes, good girl. And now and again, you see how he's nibbling your hands? Yeah. You mustn't do it. Like little stroke now and again, and then
you can see
lower
him
his head
looking,
again.
can't you? Looking.
And again, and go on your knees a little bit. Yes. Good. Okay. That's good. Get up at that point because just felt right then. That's good. So that's something you can practice. Now, if he comes in and goes to nibble, you need to do this. I'm not going to hurt you. You need to do that.
Where? On his neck?
Anywhere there.
It's on the end of his nose, maybe.
Because rather than, some people hear, they make it hurt. All it is that. Because I feel like it's going to be in your pockets a little bit. You got a mark.
No.
Hang on, was that not me?
No.
Right.
No, that's actually where he's
Bitcher.
poking
Right.
at me.
Bring that towards me and you're gonna run in. I'll show you. Right there. Now I didn't even look at him.
No.
That was not person, that was go away.
Yeah.
Right. So in this count
Very
of
good.
to come this way with
Okay.
your arm. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
But it's a shock.
Yeah.
So use that little but
Look.
don't, I didn't even look at him. Go on, look, go on, look. That's good. That's good. Now come to me. Come to me. Come to me. Our hands up. Yes. How did that feel?
Perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He stopped then for you.
Yeah, I know you did. When I put my hands
He
up.
didn't come. Now see whether you can set quit as soon as that goes.
Okay.
Don't go in. Quit. Yes. These are the things you can practice. And there, and cluck his hind. 1, 2, come over here. Back and stop his foot. Send him back now, don't go forward. Go on. Look at him, look, go on, bump, 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 stop. Go on, no, bump, 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 bump. Now, see?
Yeah.
You see, that's good that happened. Back around there. Look. Come on, 1, 2, come this way, come this way, come this way, a bit more, bit more, bit more, stop. Yes, now, yes. 1 foot back, look at it. Tut, don't go forward.
I got it.
Good, keep doing, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, stop. Good. So you just got to bring your level up. I don't want you using a flag in here, because he could get a little bit antsy. Now I'm going to tell him how good he is. He's just lowered that. He's just lowered his energy. So this is where you have to do a couple of those things, and you'll think, hang on here, that's a bit different. She controls my hindquarters. Don't eyeball him.
I no. It's nice. No, I'm not. I won't eyeball him.
Yeah, good. You actually do really well then. So you do have to bump down a little. Eventually, you know, you can wiggle the rope.
So when you say bump,
right, so you'll go tut like that, and then you come up, down, up, down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eventually, you won't have to do that. You can wiggle your rope. You won't be as forceful.
But that's.
I had to go quicker because I'm not here for weeks.
Yeah.
So I've said no. That means something. You get that. Okay. Too close. Stop and bumping back. I'm not watching. Stop in there. Good. Good. Really good. How's that feel?
Good.
Get his attention.
Me.
Yeah. That's good. Off you go. Turn him around. Okay. Now back him up from where you are. You know what to do. Tut and bump. Quit every time. Yes. Good. How's that feel? Yeah. All right. Now bring him back. Yeah. Bring him back. Good. Stop him. Back him up from where you are. That's good. Eventually, you won't have to do that so much. You'll just wave your hand.
Good
Get
boy.
his attention. Bump, bump, bump. There. Sit down. Unrequested. Go on. Mean it. That's it. Good. Good. Right. Take him back in the field. Have him on a long line. And then I want you to walk him around the field a little bit. It's hard letting us float in that rope, isn't it? Good. Well, that's looking good. Right, go. Right, stop him. Turn around. Stop him. Back him up. Good. Really good. Straight away for you. Okay, and off you go. Walk around. What do you think, Tam?
Oh, amazing. She could never do this.
Oh, 18 months.
18 months she
hasn't
could
been able to
not
lead
been
him
able
out.
to lead him
So not
out.
enough line.
Oh.
Now and again, stop him. Good.
Wow.
Nothing to be done there, is there? Yes, that's good. You got his attention with you. He looked at us and said, oh, blooming hell, not her as well. Good. Bit close there. Stop, look back. Back him up 2 or 3. Yes. Let his attention a little bit. Yes, good point to go. Yes, good point. Now take his... Now he'll have a shock. And then a little rub on his neck and you walk away. Just walk away from him. Guys, this is amazing. First time in 2 years he's been let out on a paddock to enjoy. There was a worry we weren't going to be able to catch him. Excuse me, that we weren't going to be able to catch him because he can sometimes take 3 hours, if not more, and food's always had to be used in the end to catch him, and I was determined not to use feed. So you'll see now. I'll get on now. Remember, this is a reduced version of this catching because I was there 8 hours. So I'm putting everything in this video that needs to be seen, that will make a difference to people. But obviously 8 hours, I've got to reduce it down to an hour or just over. So this, I think, took me about 40 minutes to actually catch him. It's been condensed into 3 minutes. The full version is on my subscription channel. So I'd love to have you over to there. There's 250 videos now. We put, me and Charlotte, weekly. We put videos on. Charlotte has an involvement. She puts weekly shenanigans, Charlotte shenanigans on. So yeah, for relatively little cost, guys, we'd love to have you over on that. So give that an option. Okay, so I'll get back to this.
Zoom in, Dan. Zoom in.
Yeah.
Whee!
Whee!
Now we have a stand.
Come on. Oh.
Look at that.
Ooh. Now he's a raptor.
That's what they used to do with me.
Basically, we're going to leave him there for about.
Whee!
This is fantastic.
Are you very pleased with yourself?
Me taking the reins and then you realise we're not connected. No, so he's having a little bit of a.
A jolly.
Yeah.
I'm
Look at that
free.
fun,
I'm free.
Right. Pretty soon, moving him. Picked up the correct leads. I'm thinking all stuff.
Put it in your food bowl.
No, I've left it just outside the stage.
That's perfect.
When he gave me 2 eyes then, so immediately he turned
You stopped.
to look at me.
Yeah.
I backed off. I shut my eyes for a second there.
Yeah.
Now I'm backing off here because he faced me. Right, leave him for a second now.
You see how there's no to knock it across and not jump up and down.
Yes. It was incredible to watch. It was right, unbelievable. I wish I had those skills. They were the
But
godfathers.
the patience that you've got with him, you haven't once got cross.
No, he never
No,
does.
no.
Never does.
Check.
So look, he's given me permission there. He gave me permission.
I know.
You see how he worked that out when he was ready, and I recognised that. You know, but we're going to
How
take
did
him
you
in.
know then, rather than when you were talking to
His
him?
breathing changed. Look at him. You can't read that. He said, "Go on then." He came to be caught, didn't he? He came to be caught.
I think you should take him back to Haverford with you.
Put him in the new horse box.
Yeah, put him in the new
Look
box.
at this, guys. Look at this. Look at him. Look at him. We're going to go and give him some carrots now.
Good.
Then we're going to bring him back out. We're going to let him go again.
So they're in his bucket on the floor in there.
Are they Pink Lady?
Yeah.
Are they?
Expensive.
Are they Pink Lady? I knew you'd have the nice ones. Okay, we'll let him go and I'm going to catch him in a little while. Everything with quality. Now I'm gone. Let him do his thing now. But look at this.
Little boy.
Look at him. He's wondering what's going on. So I'm going to see whether he'll come here for us. Same thing again. Right. There you go. Just the whiskers. Okay. Just the whiskers. Okay. Boy. There you go. So that's better already, isn't it?
Mhm.
Huh?
Much better.
better already. And remember, he knows you, even in the stables, because of what's gone on today, he knows I'm alpha. You can bring him in. His demeanour's great, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's why when I find it hard not to look at him in the eyes, because it's nice to see him, but I mustn't.
No.
That over
Yeah.
him.
Yes.
But if I...
That's it, mate.
You're done for today.
You're done now. He's had a run round. He just think his life will change now. Isn't it? His life will change. His life will change. That's great. Well done. Well done.
We did it, didn't we?
We did.
You did it.
Big
Well done.
boy. Are you tired?
Right then, Tanya. On to the next one. Locked us in, Tan.
Oh.
They've locked us in. Huh?
She said she wanted you to stay a week.
I know. I wish I could. I think I could do so much more. But, you know, that's all I can do. I worked hard there. And I think
You
I've
did a
made
great job.
I felt a massive change in that horse.
Oh.
But he hasn't been out for... It's not their fault.
No.
She gets knocked flying all the time.
Straight down, she said. Oh, Paddock. She said there's lots of deer around here.
Is there?
Yeah.
Jen.
He's a surgeon.
Yeah.
Orthopedic.
Keep friends that are surgeons close to you.
Yeah, so if you need a new knee
Yeah.
or a hip.
Yeah. I'm going to do another day if you put my hip in.
It's been so kind to us, the weather.
I know.
And it saved it till you finished.
It's just started raining.
Yeah.
So, okay, Tanya, 2 hours now
To the next
to
one.
the next one. And we'll have a nice evening.
Yes.
I'll take you out for dinner tonight. You took me last night.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, what a day that was, guys. But it was, you know, although it's hard work, it's really enjoyable for me and Tanya, and especially the feeling when you're going out those gates, knowing that you've got somewhere and hopefully you've helped. And on that trip, it was about a 1,000-mile round trip we did. It was only last week, wasn't it, Belle?
Yeah.
It was last week, and there's some great videos to come. There was a blind horse, or blind in one eye, totally gone the one eye was. That was a really interesting one. A really bolshy youngster, one lethal pony with its feet. So some great videos, hopefully as the weeks go on. But yeah, guys, we've had Tanya's. I haven't actually heard this message. Tanya said we've got a little video come through after a message she received yesterday. So will you read that out?
I will.
Okay, read this and then I'll show you the clip.
Hi, Tanya and Steve. Wow, what a day. Thank you for changing our lives and most importantly, giving me the ability to change Pharaoh's life. I will do my homework and keep you updated and look forward to seeing you both in the not too distant future.
Yes, we are going to try and go back, aren't we? That's good.
Yeah.
Now, what I'll do now, I hadn't heard that message, but I've seen a little clip that's been sent to us when Joe went to turn Pharaoh out for the first time, you know, on her own, which... Was it too early? I did say do quite a few days of groundwork first, but the groundwork was going so well, Joe. Now I'll show you this clip now. You might think, oh dear, I actually think that it's actually quite good. That should give confidence to Joe. I'll show it you now, and then I'll come back in a sec. So there it was, first time let out, he ran, but Joe has never ever, because I spoke to Joe on the phone, he has never ever not been able to be held, and usually it's before you get to the gate anyway. So I said, that's the result. You managed to calm him down, which she did, and she held on, and she took the halter off with confidence. She managed to catch him okay and put him away. So I've said, go to the gate with the gate shut, go to the gate, and do a little bit of groundwork around the gate, and then open the gate and maybe back him through or just take him partially in. If you don't, there's another way of doing it, is where you have a little tiny, maybe electric type fence without the electric being on, just in front of the gate. So you go into that, unhook the thing, go into that, and then you can take that off the halter, then open the gate. So you can use your your brain for that kind of thing to work out. So I think it was a result, guys. I think it was good, even though Joe felt a little bit down on herself. I said, no, look, you did it. And her arm was okay. I was worried about her arm socket, but yeah. So I thought we'd just show you that clip. And I'm waiting for, I'm sure there'll be another update, you know, in due course, and I'll put a little update on, because a lot of people from the little teaser clip that James and Charlotte put on of me catching him the first time he'd been let out, we've had literally thousands, honestly guys, people really interested in Pharaoh and how he's getting on, you know, and seeing the full video, which this is. So that's the video finished, guys. As far as that horsey side of it.
I thought you finished.
What?
I'm doing a roast dinner for everybody's dinner. I bought you a bit of beef. Try that.
Roast dinner today, guys. Who's coming?
All right, good. You got duck as well. Beef and duck. All the family, all the grandkids.
Turn this off a minute. Oh my God, that's lovely. Bit of beef. Right, now then, like I say, all the horsey stuff's done. Now I've got to mention something. So, you know, you might not want to, it's only a couple of minutes of things I want to mention. So if you don't want to hear that, no complaining, because I've told you that the horse side's finished. Right, first of all, me and Dan are off to the Isle of Man, to the Manx Grand Prix in August. We had real difficulty finding accommodation because it was all booked up, and we were thinking, oh dear, because we'd already booked the ferries. It's a little break for me and Dan on the motorbikes to go to the Manx and watch the racing and just chill out together. Really looking forward to it. I went to the TT races, 20 years running. Love the Isle of Man, the people, everything about it. You know, the atmosphere, the lot. Now, can I say thank you to Nicole Bodell? Nicole, I think that's what Tanya's put. So Nicole, thank you so much for finding us accommodation. Really appreciate that. I know you've got a horse that's not the greatest at trailering. So me and Dan are coming over and we're going to have a little look, and we're going to arrange, you know, who knows, we might have time to help you with that while we're there. If not, because of the response we've had online, people who have found out we're going to the Isle of Man have said, oh, I've got a horse, I would love you to you know, help me with the horse and see the horse. We're going to be coming back. There's lots of people who want us. So me and Tanya are going to make a separate trip. We're probably going to fly over. And if we've got, I'm sure we'll have at least 6 horses, then that'll make it doable for us. So that's in the future. But thanks, Nicole. That's absolutely fantastic. And actually, I'll just, if you do see me and Dan about, I'll just quickly show you the bikes now that we're taking. You might recognise us. So when we do come to the Isle of Man, Dan will be riding my Triumph, which is there. So if you see him on that, you'll know. It's very loud, guys. Say, loud pipes save lives, right? So that's that one. He'll be riding James's Ducati, so you might see him on the Ducati. So if he doesn't take mine, guys, we're taking James's Ducati Scrambler, so you might see him. It's just in case anyone recognises us, come and say hello, that's all. So he might be on that bike there. That's a cracking Ducati, that. And that there's what I'll be on, guys. It's a limited edition, Aprilia 660, Stars and Stripes, American colours. Yeah, and that's pretty loud as well. So that's what I'll be on. Dan will be on that, or the James's Ducati. So yeah, can't wait to see you all. Yeah, so if you see us, come and say hello. The other thing is what I've decided to do, I think it'll be on the Saturday night of the Manx. Me and Dan, it'll be in Douglas area. If anybody with horses want to meet up, we'll have a meal and a chat and discuss for when we come back, that if you do want any help with your horses, it'd be great. We're going to blog it as well. Me and Dan are going to blog our little trip with the bikes. We're going to see the horses. Dan's a farrier, obviously. His friend John is a farrier on the island, and we're going to go and see the tram horses, the big horses that pull the tram. So we'll do a little blog of our trip, and hopefully seeing the horse of Nicole as well. So yeah, we're really looking forward to that. The Isle of Man, guys. A lot of people again ask us where we are. There's the UK. The Isle of Man will be travelling on our bikes all the way up the coast, all the way past Blackpool, and we're going to go to Liverpool, which is here, and then we'll be going on a ferry then to Douglas, and there's the Isle of Man there, where all the TT races are, the famous TT races. So that'll be our journey on the bikes and get over to there. And there you go. Not next week, the week after, which will be Saturday the 5th of August. We've got our Portland clinic, which is near Weymouth. We did it last year. A fabulous time we had, and everyone who came. Beautiful views. It's a trekking centre there. So if you want to ride a horse, you can book up. There's a band on the night if anyone wants to stay. Campsite, great horses, great people. Looking forward to that. So Tanya wanted me to mention that. Still a few tickets for that, and you need to bring a chair. That's what I wrote down here, what Tanya said. And what else? We've improved our 2-horse lorry. We bought an upgraded one, a new one. So that means I've got our old one, which has not let us down. It's been a brilliant 2-horse. So I'll show you a couple of photos of that now, and maybe a little video. If anyone's interested, it's probably the cheapest 2016 plate you'll find. So we're not being greedy. We want to just get that sold. So if you're interested, let us know. So okay guys, a quick walk around video of our Renault Master 2-horse lorry we're selling. We've had it since 2021, never let us down. We bought a new one there, we've upgraded to a new one. This is a 2016 plate Renault Master, 120,000 genuine miles. Never let us down, been a great truck. It's got a long MOT with no advisories. I'll give you a little walk around. It's all aluminium reinforced light ramp, and inside partitions, you've got what goes into the floor there, all really well built, all insulated, fully insulated. We've got a real handy mirror window there, that's becoming really useful. Plus we've got the camera there, so you can see it's reversing camera and interior camera, which work really well. Got interior lights, things like that. So I'll go to the back. There's a couple of tie points as well outside. Come into the back, there's your reversing camera, reinforced step there, which is really good. There's one little knock where Charlotte dented it there. I'm going to try and push that dent out. So there's that. We'll go inside. There's a little keep there, keeps it open. So here I've put the bed on there. You don't need that bed on. It's just like a little piece of wood that fits underneath, which you take out in 2 seconds, and that's stowed then above the cab, because there's loads of storage there. All ties inside, really handy. You can put all your hay nets and that up there. Windows right, sliding windows next to the horses, all works really well. You've got these which are long, so you put big saddles on there, some hooks as well. Now this is really handy guys. Big cupboard here, put all your clothes in, anything you want in there. It's you can also put there's a shelf thing here, you can put a shelf on. I took it off because it's handier for the big waterproof coats. So yeah guys, this comes off, just take that off, then you've got your seats there, and underneath it you can take that one out as well. They're just waterproof covers, you can take them off and wash them if you want. So that's that. I'll show you the storage above the cab. I'll just come out here. Yeah, runs lovely. Now I had a tow bar fitted on, which was not cheap guys. This is a very highly rated, a high end tow bar and electrics. That was nearly £800. Got receipts for that. All the tyres are good. Bodywork's lovely around here, really nice. I've started it up just now. It's really handy guys that it's got an isolator. I had an isolator fitted, so basically you can leave it for months if you want and it will not go flat. So seats all perfect, just done a genuine 120,000 miles, which for these Renault Masters I'm assured is absolutely nothing. CD player, aircon, there's the camera, all the electric windows perfect. Yeah, lovely. I'll show you the isolator. As I say guys, all the tyres good. Let's show you where the isolator is. Isolator is there. You just switch it off there, leave it as long as you want, and it will start. So, lovely engine, gearbox. Never had any trouble. About 6 months ago, I had all the oils changed and everything. You haven't got to worry about that. The storage above is huge. Yeah, all sorts in there, guys. There's a storage for anything you want, no leaks. There's a spare. So yeah, basically, I think that's about it, and that just drops down there, nice and easy, and then back up there. It's all nice and solid, all aluminium to keep the weight down. I've got a certificate with it, guys. It'll carry a ton, which is what they all will now. There's not many carry more than that. So yeah, I think that I'll shut this up very quickly. As light as that. I'm doing that with one hand, and then just a final push there. Then the top comes down like that, and then she's in. And you can see what she looks like from there. With the top all done. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's 2016 2-horse lorry, professionally done, and it's probably one of the cheapest ones in the UK, I would say, with a 16 plate with it, and running so well, no issues, nothing to do. That's it, and it's yeah, that's it.
We've purchased a lovely, beautiful mobile home, because the Shepherd's Hut, people love the Shepherd's Hut, guys, but it's just one bed, and next year there's going to be a lot of people coming here with their horses for stays, for mini holidays, for learning, and we need more space. So the Shepherd's Hut, although it's been absolutely fantastic, professionally built, that'll be coming up for sale. If anyone's interested in that, guys, message Tanya. It's renowned for being so comfortable and so good feel to it. Kitchen, everything. I'll show you a picture of that now.
And here's the Shepherd's Hut. This was so popular, guys. They're a great business to have, and planning is a cinch with these. And there it is, guys. Look at this. Got all professionally done. Beautiful shower. All places to a little retractable desk. Nice little fire. All done. Really lovely. Lovely kitchen, fridge, little hot plates, place to sit, and there is everyone that sleeps in this said it's so comfortable, it's incredible. And there's storage under the bed with another little pull-out bed. I think Tanya wants to keep that picture, she was saying. TVs, everything's here, guys. Beautiful. Oh, look how green it is. We've had such blooming weather. So green. That's lovely. Right, okay.
So yeah, lots of things for sale. I mentioned them. Now, that's it now. That's definitely it for now. So, okay, till the next one. Happy trails, guys. We always have to have the happy trails in. And the way these kind of online things work is to help it grow is obviously like, share, comment, all of that. That just helps the algorithms keep going. And we are still going. We're doing really, really, really well. So that's it. Anything else? And of course, the subscription site. James works really hard to keep that going. Charlotte's got she's got a big involvement now. People love her on the site. She puts a weekly blog of her week and her products and bits and pieces. And I put 1 or 2 videos on a week. I think we put more videos. There's about 250 videos now on these, and they're in depth, and yeah, people love it. It's a safe site. Everything that has to be really positive, and it is, and it's helpful. So again, happy trails. I'm gone until the next time. See you guys.